Matthew Florence. I'm an account executive here at Panorama, and I'm here to talk to you about the #1 question I get from every single client. And that is, how much time is it going to take for my internal personnel to succeed with this ERP initiative? So there's kind of a gallows humor joke that we say, and that is that doing an ERP initiative is kind of like changing the engine on an airplane while flying in midair. And so it's just recognizing that when we are doing these projects, we're not working in a vacuum. Your business is still going. You still have clients and orders and manufacturing, distribution, services that you're providing. So how can we manage that and make sure you're successful? Well, what we do is we identify kind of 3 levels of engagement for your internal personnel. The first is your steering committee. So this is going to be your executive sponsors. This may be members of your C-suite. There may be some representation from a board of directors. These folks at the beginning of a project will help set the course. So they'll literally engage with us, make sure that we understand the mission and the vision of the company and how this initiative is going to support the mission and vision of the company. After they've established the course of the project, they'll stop in when we have milestone meetings. So for example, when we present the long list or the short list or the results of the business readiness assessment, and then of course the final recommendation. So for your steering committee, it's about an hour a month. The next level of engagement is going to be your core team. So these are your workhorses. So if you've read anything, if you've seen any of our webinars about our philosophy, it's that these are not strictly software engagements. These are business transformation projects. And as such, you need representation from all of the different functional areas within your organization. So your core team will consist of representation of all those different areas. Depending on the size of your organization, that could be 3 or 4 people that are running double duty, or you could have a core team of 12 to 15 people. But these folks will literally sometimes be 100% engaged during the life of a selection and implementation project. Lastly, you've got your subject matter experts. This is your brain trust, and these are your folks that at the end of the day will be your super users, your change agents, your advocates as you go into implementation and post-go live. What we want to do is make sure that we bring them in on those really strategic points of gathering the requirements, validating those requirements, making sure we've identified what we need the system to do so that we can go shopping properly. And then of course when we have the vendors come in to do demonstrations, we want to get their qualitative and quantitative assessment. So that's the 3 levels of engagement that we ask of our clients to make sure you're successful with your project.